Welcome on into today's NFL pick video play for December 24th, 2017. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this matchup here between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Give our take on who we feel has the better edge against the spread. If you're interested in getting all of our NFL plays for today, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So, coming into this one, the road team here, the Detroit Lions, on the year right now, 8-6 overall, and a very impressive 5-2 on the road in comparison to the Bengals, who are 5-9 overall and 3-4 at home. Of course, the Lions still have a chance to potentially make the postseason and a manageable slate over their next two contests to potentially get to that 10-6 overall mark, which could possibly put them into a position to make postseason action. Of course, the Bengals, they know they're not going to be going to the postseason. They're not going to completely throw in the towel here throughout the rest of their regular season, but they're more just going through the motions in preparation for the offseason. So the Lions, they got a lot more on the table here today, and this group, they've been getting the job done more or less. More recently, they went on to beat the Buccaneers on the road by a final of 24-21. They beat the Bears in their last outing at home by a final of 20-10. These were important wins for the Lions, and overall, this group has generally been trending in a more positive direction. They've gone on to win 5 of their last 7 games. Even though the Lions don't necessarily have a lot of standout wins against the top-level competition in the NFL, they've generally been doing a good job taking care of business against the more manageable opponents that they've gone against. The Lions on the year, they're a team that certainly leaned more on their offense. They're 7th in the NFL in scoring compared to 25th in total team defense. They have a plus-minus of about positive 1.5. And, of course, Matthew Stafford, he's been having another strong year. He's thrown for almost 4,000 yards and 25 touchdowns. Of course, the weather, it's going to be a little bit colder, but I think it's going to be warm enough where Detroit should still have the ability to throw the ball with success, especially with a guy like Stafford who can make any throw in the book, even in bad weather conditions. But I do feel like the weather is going to be good enough today where the Lions can continue to have some success with their pass game, because if they do have to lean on their ground game, it's one of the worst in the NFL, so they're probably not going to be having as much success if they're forced into that type of situation. But I don't think the Lions will have to worry too much about that coming into this one on the road against the Bengals. So Cincinnati, with that 5-9 overall record, a big disappointment. They've been trending in a very negative direction ever since that loss at home against the Steelers a few weeks back. Since that defeat, the Bengals, they've gone against 2 other NFC North opponents. They were completely blown out at home by the Bears, losing by a final of 7-33, and they were also blown out in their last outing, losing to the Vikings on the road by a final of 7-34. And this group, they've had some massive issues on the offensive side of the ball this year. They're the worst team in the NFL in rushing. They're 28th in passing, 29th in scoring average, compared to 15th in total team defense. They have a plus-minus of about -5, and the fact that the Bengals have just been so awful and inconsistent on the offensive side of the ball is not giving me a whole lot of confidence in them coming to this one, even though they are going against a Lions defense that hasn't necessarily been all that great this year. But if you just look at these two teams offensively, the Lions, they're averaging about 9 points per game higher than what the Bengals have been able to produce so far this year. So Detroit, they have a lot more to gain from a win here today, a lot more on the line. So we do expect a great effort from them, and as a result, we do feel like Detroit should go on to win and cover right now what's about a field goal spread. If you guys are interested in getting all of our NFL plays for today, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com. If you agree with this pick, click that thumbs up on the video. If you disagree, give it a thumbs down, and be sure to click that subscribe button to continue to get all of our NFL pick video plays throughout the rest of the year. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you in future videos. Bye.